There was any movement in the bushes. That's why I decided to hold the mobile in hand rather than placing it between the wires, which I am doing from past few weeks. After keeping some rice and red beans along with tomatoes and onions in the microwave oven and scheduled the timer for 1 hour. I visited a few temples located on the other side of this river. You can see a glimpse of a Shani temple, Hanuman temple, Kali Mata temple, Nine Planets temple on the other side of river Gaggar. This shed is comparatively cleaner than others, but many Hindus used to spread different kind of pulses according to their superstitious belief. These insects are reincarnations of their past lives and they are suffering because of their sins which they performed few decades ago, and they think that it is possible to reduce the number of reincarnations by spreading pulses which may have fed poor people who are demanding mercy and any kind of alms at different places located near the temples throughout the country. One bite of your first food intake 3 times a day, feed any bird that is more environment friendly than the breeding of harmful organisms which are so spontaneous and regular in nature that even God can't compare or control them. But that process has been continued from several decades and the soil gets eroded. People are satisfied, and when vulgar men used to disappear from homes telling their wives that they are engaged in these kind of rituals and spend the remaining time in prostitution and other kind of narcotics, drugs. They never feel suspicious about the movements, especially in Tri-City. That process has been regularly followed by many people from different religions, and a feel-good factor and vicious cycle has been created. I believe in all people, all caste, all creed, and all colors. And I don't believe in those men who have kept their women as slaves in their houses just for the sake of upbringing their pets. Many women are kept slaves here and they are always engaged in upbringing of the pets. That's why I have to be very cautious since these families are promoting that wild bodies which were meant for the safety of trees and preservation of environment are in fact hindering their movement and they can't roam about freely with the pets. which were bought from three idiots Raja Rancho Mahasistiriya, along with Durga plus 12 hours sleep and 12 hours enjoyment at the cost of rented accommodations, PGs, and other form of illegal interest money or provident funds and mutual funds, along with bitcoins and other kind of black money which is being accumulated throughout the country. You can see a lot of development was going on from past 15 years, but right now a mass hysteria is being generated by the presence of rented accommodations only. In fact, these offices are being utilized as brothels only. There is not even a single IT company existing here. All of these are promoting cow shelters and illegal movement of people who are based on rented accommodation and destruction of environment only. They had large mansions in various sectors of Panchkula which are held as rented incomes from several generations, and they are acquiring these kind of lavish offices at the cost of people's tax money. In fact, they are promoting other kind of cow milk market area with the migrant crisis of America, and in all probable causes they are moving haphazardly because they are watching media all throughout the day, and they are very curious about the elections which are also being held as a kind of mass hysteria of physics wala or physics presence with the pungent spelling flower logo as a coincident or as a kind of sleeper cell. They are extremely amazed. They are treating that as an international achievement, while presence of NCP, which was already ignored from past 15 years in New York. I had already developed various websites in 2008 itself, where many leaders were appointed in New York. About 24 number of them were already mentioned in official website of NCP, which I designed in 2008 after visiting the head office. And when Salman Siddiqui was killed, they became more overconfident in nature. They think that everyone who will betray me and start supporting other, and even if he or she is killed coincidentally, that will not be tolerated, and so more and more security persons will keep them preserved. In fact, they were the ones who killed their own men through mass hysteria of illegal speech against farmers. Any innocent farmer might have killed that victim, and they are accusing the whole world. Banner has been placed there to promote the achievement which is not even existing. The Indian Army were performing training from several decades that should not have been promoted at any cause for development or achievement. I think 1 hour has already been completed, and the rice dish might have been prepared. So I will remove the borosilicate container out and then rinse the material. But the beans are still uncooked. So I will place this again at least for 15 minutes because the rice has some humidity. Please remember to keep your fingers in a downward position because it is possible to take the fingerprints and Many hackers around the world can open your mobile and switch on the front or back cameras at any moment of time. So I have switched on the mobile recording while entering the driver, and simultaneously I have connected the mic also. This is the place where I used to watch most of the videos, Netflix movies, any kind of entertainment to Amazon Prime. There are several kind of mass hysteria to double dense of line. Movies are being highlighted on the top of the homepage. I'm already aware of these kind of mass hysteria created by these kind of developers, and I'm already in the process of tackling each and every problem. I have already bought this house, and you know that 2 into 100 of course is 200, and 586 plus 200 is equal to 786. What I say, I mean it, and artificial intelligence also understands what are my concerns are, and what kind of mass hysteria was being created from past 2000 years, even before my appearance as a King Vikramaditya, King Kartike. You were 21 ideas away from Earth 1. You were so much futuristic, and so because I had already told you, so I am not blaming totally on the humanity, but in otherwise also you are not the ones which I had left abandoned in this world. Was already ruling the whole world, and it is still 2081 Vikram Samvat on 30th of March next year. You will find any kind of change in the year after the completion and start of the Navaratras. You may find differences in the tenure of each and every month, but you will never find any discrepancies in the unit calendar. It is your fault that you are printing such kind of calendars where multiple number of festivals are being appearing. Otherwise, that problems was not existing during the my times. So I have taken birth in the same genetic tree. That's why you were more cautious and aware of my appearance, and that's why you are feeling extremely against me. Beware of me. Even I am living in a confined territory, even then I am more powerful than any person living ever on earth. You have created such mass hysteria around me. I can't ride bicycle normally. I can't move out of my house. There are abundant number of fake cults, pictures posted here and there. There are abundant number of people working during the times of these kind of mass hysteria and parallelism, where elections are being held. I am already aware, or all of you are already aware. Election will start in a few moments, and you are creating that kind of mass hysteria in front of courts where innumerable cults manage to succeed and get bail, and then you are promoting similarly by promoting more and more mass hysteria sagas around them. And you are also keeping 5973 kind of numeric mass hysteria registration number cars in front of mosque demolition group, church vandalism group, head offices, which can't be treated as a political party till extinction of Earth 1. Any result will appear. I am not bothered at all whether Trump or any kind of opposition wins the elections. Of course, they are not part of my reincarnation theories. They are not part of my genetic tree. Of course, I have given them privileges to rule on a small territory known as United States. Of course, I have given them privilege to rule on Iran also. There are all the countries in this world are obviously taken into consideration through any means or any methods. These are not kind of media through which I used to govern on the world. These kind of news don't matter for me. Any emerging videos may appear in any form. You may find some election debates which were held 2 months ago only, but you will still find them as a live telecast. Don't bother about anything. Don't bother about more superior leaders who are claiming themselves much higher and powerful than me. Of course, I am an extremely dangerous ruler, but I say I mean it. Beware of me. Even if you are watching my telecast all the times, you are creating such kind of mass hysteria. You might be my followers in YouTube, you might be my followers in Facebook, you might be my followers in WhatsApp or whatsoever. You are watching my status, you are watching my appearances, you are watching my check-in. Even I have that much horrible nature who can broadcast live in the cycling applications.
like bike my ride, map my run, or any kind of applications like Strata also. I'm an extremely dangerous person, but I say I mean it. Beware of me. Don't bother about these kind of army which I am following or not. They are not bothered about me, and I am not bothered about them. Why should I bother about anyone if I am living in a small territory alone in the whole world, boycotted by everyone in the society, everyone in the humanity? I am an extremely dangerous ruler. I have connection with artificial intelligence only, but I meant I say mean it.